Hello, my cheeky little buggers. Mama Lou here, and I wanted to do a reading for tonight for the new moon. Now, this can be a timeless reading, so whenever you see it, it's meant for you, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But Mama Lou's always here for you, but I am always going to give it to you straight. So if you need or want these messages to go easy on you, they may not, because I have a feeling with the energy I'm getting today that these messages are going to be meant to push you to really expand you in whatever direction that you're heading along your path right now. And so they might have some, a little bit more of in your face a little bit. So I wanted to at least give you guys fair warning that what I've been getting so far, they're not really holding back. So just wanted to let you know that. Just getting going here. Okay, so we got 3 songs. And the first one is Dragons by Drew Holcomb and The Lone Below. And like the lyric from this one, from the card that they really highlight is, take a few chances, a few worthy romances, go swimming in the ocean on New Year's Day. Don't listen to the critics, stand up and bear witness, go slay all the dragons that stand in your way. If you haven't heard this song and you need a real, get you pumped up and going one, and yeah, I'd give it a little listen there. This is about don't let fears keep you from living life to its fullest. Be in the present, try things, live, learn, and overcome. I think that's where a lot of that energy I was talking about is coming from, of, okay, let's move. Let's do it. No more excuses. Let's go for it. So we'll see what cards come up with that one. The second one is Grace Has a Gun by Katie Pruitt. This one's a little bit more on the darker side, so just trigger warning there. But and damn, you can love her above any other on earth, but boy, that won't fix her. You'll just make it worse. And this is loving someone with mental illness, possibly. This is difficult to love someone that doesn't love themselves. What red flags are you ignoring because of love? And what can't fix someone no matter how, or you can't fix someone no matter how much you love them. So that's the second song. The third song is Coming Home by Butch Walker. Keep your eyes on the road for me. I'm coming home. This is all about reunions, going back to your roots, following your true north. Regrets are to be pondered, but then we must lay them to rest. So it's not just dwelling in them. These are all really interesting songs. If you want to listen to all 3 of them, that would be awesome. If you want to just narrow it down to 1, 2, or 3, then take a quick minute here with me, get in the zone, because I'm going to start pulling cards. So the best thing to do to kind of decide what's for you, or if all of it's for you, is just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and don't second guess the thing that pops in your head immediately. Don't second guess it. Just go with it. Probably the right thing to do. Or just listen to all of them, and then you'll have all your bases covered. So, like I said, the first one, Dragons by Drew Holcomb and The Lone Below. Take a few chances, a few worthy romances, go swimming in the ocean on New Year's Day. Don't listen to the critics, stand up and bear witness, go slay all the dragons that stand in your way. This is one of those awesome storytelling songs. I very much enjoy it, but let's see what we got going on with this one. Which cards do you want me to do with these? Okay. All right, you guys ready? So first of all, like I said, the first thing I'm really getting with this is that you may be living in your little safe bubble of fear. And what I mean by that is, from your perspective, it's safe. But from the universal perspective, it's keeping you small. It's keeping you less than. It's keeping you inhibited. It is really just detrimental to your growth. It's detrimental to your progress. It can even be making this journey go through so many of these like side quests because you're just not moving past these crossroads or moving past these barriers, or it almost feels like you're your own worst enemy in this situation, of where you're dwelling on past problems, past issues. Well, this isn't going to work this time. What if I fail? What if I do? It's a lot of what ifs. It's a lot of, well, this could happen. It's a lot of putting that energy out there in the universe about an outcome that you're predetermining. Your words have power in them. Your words mean something because you are part of the one consciousness. You are part of the all. And if you're constantly putting out there that you're afraid that this isn't going to work, that I'm unworthy, or I'm incapable, or any of those things, that energy builds and it builds and it feeds and it grows because it's coming from you. The universe is all connected, and you're telling it and feeding it all of this negativity about yourself. It makes it really hard to change that into a positive when you're already over flooding it with the negative. I don't know if that made total sense, but that's what I'm getting here. And this is also about being a little bit more present. It's really easy to get wrapped up in especially now with all like the technology and everything that's going on. It's really easy to get really wrapped up in everything but yourself. Like, oh, I'm really into this TV show and I'm in that world and this is what I'm going to do. Because it helps you kind of forget about what's going on in your life, the things you should be doing, the things you want to be doing, because it is kind of, like I said at the beginning, like your little safe bubble. It's your safe place because you can just escape with your mind and go to these places. And it feels like this card is telling you to be a little bit more present. You're so involved in work, or you're so involved in someone else's family and relationships, that it's like, oh good, at least I can concentrate and fixate or try to solve their problems, because it's easier because it's external, it's not internal. So I can just be like, hey, here's some great advice, go. Or oh my goodness, they're having it so bad, I need to put in my 2 cents or something like that. Yeah, because you got the world. You are creating your own world. And right now, if you are so dumbed down and not looking up and just kind of staying in this space of poke your head out every once in a while and be like, nope, still scary, then that is, like I said, the energy that is going to continue to be created. You are literally manifesting and creating your own world. And we all have that ability within us. We are all elemental beings. We are all one of the all. We have the ability to create the existence that we want. We have the ability to manifest those things, to alter our perception, to alter our reality if we so choose. So instead of looking at someone, a story on the YouTube or a story on the television, start visualizing your story. What is it that you want? What is it that you see? And don't just like dreaminess about it. That's good. Start planning about those things, but come up with a clear picture of what it is you want, and then start speaking that into truth by saying words like, I am content. I am abundance. I am love. I am these things. And that wording is so strong and powerful because you are creating the world that you want to see around you. Go back to your roots. Go back to exactly what you are. You are a creation in and of itself with a soul inside of it. Start acting like it. That's what I get. Interesting. That was quite a little message there. I told you they might be a little bit harsh, but that's what I got there. All right, the second one, the people who picked the second one is Grace Has a Gun by Katie Pruitt. And damn, you can love her above any other on earth, but boy, that won't fix her. You'll just make it worse. So I'm going to pull a card for this one because it is, like I said, this could have some trigger warning stuff in it. I don't know what the cards are going to come up with, but someone needs to hear something about this. First off, there is the message that is coming through is, okay, this is going to come across a little bit strong. Just Mama Lou loves you, okay? But the first thing I'm getting is actually the anti of this song, which is you do not need to be fixed. Now, I'm not saying you can just be a freaking asshole people and just the worst human on earth. That's not what I'm saying. I think that the way that we view ourselves sometimes is that we are broken or that we are irredeemable or that and a lot of this stems from like past relationships where they didn't work out, so then you feel like unlovable or that nobody needs you or that your thoughts and opinions don't matter. This doesn't always have to be in love. This could be in many different situations with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your partner. Any of these things can be that. The people who tell you that you're broken or that you're fixed are generally either people who don't want to work on their own stuff, so they are literally just deflecting it. I see it like a mirror where, like, you know, when you're a kid, I'm rubber, you're glue. It's kind of that concept of whatever they're saying to you is because they are not complete within themselves. They have work to do. They need to be working on their own spiritual journey. So if that is getting said to you from an outside source, take it with a grain of salt because, like I said, they don't even know what they're talking about because they have so many issues that they're dealing with. The second one is if it's coming from you internally. Kind of goes back to that first song of what you speak and what you think becomes your reality. So I just want, that was the first message that came in. It's almost like like I said, the opposite of the song, where it's like you can't fix someone no matter how much you love them. The times when you do feel like you want to help someone and fix them, I know that's a horrible way of saying it, but you know, it's generally done out of love. Can you love yourself that much that you put in that much effort? Are you working on that? Feels like there's a lot of self-love and self-acceptance that needs to be happening in this card. The other thing that is coming through is, how do I say this? Red flags. And this goes into, I am not a medical doctor. I am none of these things. So take this as just words to think on. There are some times when we get into situations, whether it's familiar situations, it's relationships, it's a job or something like that, that we need really badly or we want really badly. You know, like I just love this job. I just love this person. I just really want to be accepted by this family, you know, whatever that is, right? Or this culture, I just want to really fit in, or this, you know, group or community, whatever. And sometimes we can get blinded by how much we want something that we totally can close off any kind of red flags, any kind of allowing someone to cross our boundaries. Well, they just did it a little bit, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. You do that enough times where you let people treat you badly or behave in ways that are unacceptable to the boundaries that you have created for yourself or your own code of conduct or whatever those things are. And because you're so fixated, got the blinders on, you're just focused on getting this thing that you want, whether it's this person or you know, like let's do an example. It's this person. You've been watching them from afar. They finally pay attention to you. You got their attention. You're going out on the date with them. You're just trying to win this person over because you're just so excited. And you don't realize that maybe they are a little catty with you, or maybe they're a little bit snide with you, or maybe they are actually using you, but you allow it because you're just so focused on what it is you want that you're not seeing these things. And there is something here about needing to take a step back. The other point is that I'm getting, okay, thank you. This is going to be, again, a little hard to say. Let's say you're in a relationship or you're in a job with someone and it goes way far beyond the line. Their behavior is inappropriate, or their treatment of you can borderline on abusive or neglectful or any of these things. Or you're in a relationship with someone and they are not taking care of their mental health, or they are not taking care of their addictions or things like that. As difficult as this is for me to say, there may come a point of where no matter how much you adore, love them, help them, aid them, give them everything that they need, you just do that. There may be a point where it is beyond something that you can handle yourself. You may need to talk to someone about it. You may need to ask for help. You may need to get some sort of professional involved. And I know that it feels almost like a betrayal sometimes to be like, okay, this is beyond me. I love you to death, but I may need to call in a partner on this because I can't do this by myself. This is beyond something that reasonably me as your partner or your family member or your friend or your employee should be having to deal with. And like I said, I am not legal advice, personal advice, medical advice, anything like that, but that is definitely coming up here. If it is not a failure on your part, it's not that you didn't love them enough or that you're not trying hard enough, but at some point there may come a time, if you're in this sort of second pile here situation, where you may need to ask for assistance in this situation, especially if you're trying to help. This person definitely isn't helping themselves. They're not showing any improvements. They're crossing the line. They're crossing your barriers. They're doing things that are destructive to you or to others, and it's elevated to a point of where you might need to, like I said, ask for some sort of assistance. Okay, let's see what cards came up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got the 10 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. This is exactly what it is you want. You think that you can fix this person. You think that you can help this person. You think that if you can just get to this happy place, even if this is you, like I said at the beginning, the opposite of the song, you're trying to get to this place of how do I say this? You're trying to do this all by yourself. You're trying to either fix yourself or fix someone else. And you think that if you just overwhelm them with love, affection, gifts, time, energy, whatever it is that you have, that it's going to turn it into the blissful card of the 10 of Cups. And so this is literally just giving and giving and giving, and this person just continues to have the handout. Oh, I got a coin today, let me get another coin tomorrow. I got another coin today, let me get it. And they're almost preying off of the kindness of others. The other thing is that this person is definitely not trying to take what you're giving, absorb it so that they can grow themselves. Interesting. All right, let's move on from that one and let's go to the third one. This one is Coming Home by Butch. Keep your eyes on the road for me. I'm coming home. Reunion. Go back to your roots. Following your true north. Regrets are to be pondered, but then we must lay them to rest. I'm getting a lot of vibes with this one. Also, Butch Walker. Big fan. Yeah. Saw him in concert for Left Us All Centered when he first came out. I think it was with Lit. It was in like this small bar. Ugh. It's great. That's all I listened to in my album, like in my Suzuki Samurai for like forever. So, yeah, good times. All right, let's see what we got for this one. Okay, I want to go with these ones. All right, so there's also there's some, okay. Blah. Slow down, please. Thank you. Okay, the first message is there may be someone that you are needing to make amends with. And this feels like you were in the wrong. I'm not saying that this isn't a two-way street. I mean, there's, two sides to every story, but when it came down to it, there's something in that exchange that you are feeling like that was not the best version of me. That was not the greatest thing of me. That was not exactly who I am. And maybe at the time that's who you were, but it feels like you've grown at this point a little bit and you may be recognizing that this relationship or this job or this friendship or whatever, or this family break is now gone on so long, you just keep feeling bad about it and there's no resolution to it. There may be, I don't know, this is just for a few of you, but there may be a chance for some sort of healing to happen. I'm not saying that if you guys got into this tussle, maybe you said some things you didn't need to, but I'm not saying that means, oh, I need to accept this person back in my life. No, that's not what I'm saying. But whether this is a forgiveness of yourself, whether this is asking for forgiveness from this person, that doesn't mean you have to let them back into your life. That's just the one message that I got coming through. But you don't want to let those kinds of negative thoughts about your past behaviors to just continue to haunt you, because then you can overcorrect. Then as you go into the next situation, job, relationship, friendship, whatever, then you will be overcompensating, and then it's just as much of the same problem. I hope that makes sense. This also may be about, okay. This may be about connecting with a little bit more of, I'm getting this vibe. Okay. Okay, thanks. That's cool. There may be something here of, I don't know if any of you have like grandparents or aunties or old family friends or something like that, or in a community that you're with. There may be something here about learning a little bit more about where you came from, or who your family was. What kind of traditions did they have? What kind of food did they eat? It feels like a good conversation with like your Grammy, and you realize the amazing life that they've led, and it feels like there's something in there. So it's you having this conversation. Again, I'm getting it. Okay. You're having this conversation and it feels like you're like sitting down with like your Grammy, okay? And you're sitting there and they're just telling you all these amazing stories and you're listening. You're being a very good listener. You are taking it all in. You're finding it fascinating. And they're telling you the way that they lived and these little funny anecdotes about them going to a schoolroom. Anyways, so it's something like that. And then they tell you something about, it's a story about their past and it connects something within you. I don't know what this is. This could be some sort of ancestral knowledge or something. It's coming through. All I can see is the beginning part. I don't know what the message is that you get from your Grammy or auntie or whatever this is, but it's definitely something where there's this an exchange of conversation, and then all of a sudden you have this deep knowing of something from the root of your family. Sorry, that was a very specific message. That may have been for one of you. I don't know. They kind of were all in that. Okay. All right. Let's see what comes up with this as far as any other readings. Okay. Yeah. 3 of Cups. You may be feeling a little bit like the lost loner nomadic member of your family right now. You may have had to go for your own reasons. Like maybe you went for education, maybe you went for a job, maybe you wanted to travel, but it feels like you kind of left and you may be missing some of those home moments. You may be missing certain family members. You may want to feel that connection with your kin, the people that know you, that you grew up with, that you maybe have had distance between you in it for a while, because you got the 3 of Cups, like I said, in reverse. And it almost can feel a little ungrounding. Like maybe you need to, like I said, recenter yourself in some way. And if you left a toxic family or a toxic home life, or I'm not saying go back, but that means that maybe you need to be reconnecting with your inner child and having that communion with it, so that you are processing through that. You're not just ignoring it, pretending that it didn't happen. You're giving that inner child within you a chance to express itself, to maybe cry a little bit, and you can almost play the parent to yourself and be like, no, I understand that wasn't good, but we got out, we did it. And almost like give yourself a pep talk is what I'm seeing in my head. Yeah, it feels like talking to your childhood self, like your old friends, in an interesting way. Yeah, because then you got the 3 of Wands upright. So then you can move forward. That's literally what it's saying. Do this, do that work so you can move forward happily with new plans, with all that baggage left behind you. You have a free, open space ahead of you where you can make any of your dreams come true. The 3 of Wands is a lot about, okay, it's time to start moving forward. It's time to get moving. And it kind of comes into the first pile a little bit here too, of you can't let your past hold you back from moving onward. And it kind of even plays into this one a little bit. Past situations, and no matter how much you may have loved your family or this old person or anything like that, it's okay to move on from them. You can still respect that relationship for what it was, but you don't need to continue to carry it with it and beating yourself up over it. So that was actually pretty good. I like that one. Like I said, I will go ahead and put all these songs in the description. Please listen to them. It really does help. You may get some more information from them than even I came up with. These are just the messages that I'm getting through the music. Also, if you could please like, subscribe. I try and do these almost every day, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys would let me know what you think of it, comment, whatever it is. But yes, I will put all these down there. I hope you guys have a great day, and Mama Lou freaking loves you guys. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.